Hey, you guys. We're here for a special episode of Marketing Monday. In fact, it's not really
Special.
Monday.
Well, it's special, so we can do
It's
it any
special.
day.
We wanted to put out a special episode on we're talking about, is Facebook evil? Yeah, I mean, if you've been reading the news and you saw
would
what
think
this
so.
whistleblower, put the whistleblower up, Josh. Look at
Yeah,
this
so
guy.
wasn't that guy from Insane Clown Posse? Is that the band?
He may be.
Okay.
He blew the whistle.
Looks like it. We won't say
on,
that yet.
on Facebook. Facebook apparently back in 2015 allowed this company access to their data.
No, it's terrible.
Cambridge Analytica did some unsavory things with the data.
Unsavory.
I think the red-headed dude is just upset that Donald Trump got elected. But
Yeah, because it would have been, well, not to get
It did
political,
appear-
but I think that Obama did a little bit of this too.
They all used
Of
Facebook.
course they
all
do.
use
This is
data
nothing
filter.
new.
And that's kind of what we wanted to talk about. This scandal this week, this Cambridge Analytica thing, was they got data out of Facebook a few years ago, and they went and used
Right.
that data in ways that violated the terms of service.
Now, this was
terms of
data
agreement
that
with
people
Facebook.
put in Facebook
Right,
to begin
right.
with, right?
Everything
Okay.
that
Right,
Facebook
right.
knows about is pretty much either stuff we put in there, stuff they mapped to our identity
Right.
from third-party sources. So,
Yep.
what Mike and I were talking about was, is this Facebook doing anything evil? Isn't it actually in our best interest that advertising is targeted to us, to our interest, and the things that
I
we care
think
about?
so. I mean, I do notice when I'm scrolling through Facebook or I go online, I mean, there are more things that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Well, Of course,
I'd
every
rather
time
be
you
that
go
way.
on
So,
Amazon,
I mean-
you look at a pair of shoes, you log on to Facebook.
Right.
There's the pair of
Boom.
shoes, right?
Right.
So I think we've become used to an experience that's kind of tailored to us, and sometimes, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, wait a minute, how are they doing that? Oh, they know all this information about
Right.
us. And the question is, is Facebook careless with our information? And what we want to obviously relate this to real estate investing. And so this
Right.
little special episode, what we thought we would do is basically just kind of tell you how Facebook allows us to target as advertisers, and it will give you kind of some ideas.
because as investors, it's so critical. I mean, we talked earlier about the shotgun versus rifle approach to marketing. Why would you want to just blast out your marketing to anybody and everybody?
Yeah, and imagine if you are a Facebook user and you're reading your post that day and an ad, and you don't own a house
Right.
at all, and an ad pops up that we want to buy your house. It's just ridiculous, right, to present that message
Crazy.
to that person. So I think, Facebook, one thing we were talking about it, and I thought would be really important for you guys to know, and we'll do a little demo here in just a second and just show you what it looks like when you're creating a campaign.
Right.
But Facebook is actually very protective of your information as an individual identity. So they allow us to target groups of people based upon income, gender, age, homeowner or not,
Right.
interest in moving. There's a number of things that things that we can, dials that
Right.
we can turn to get our message in front of a more appropriate set of people. Now, the interesting thing is Facebook, as we do that, we don't know the individual identities
Right.
of the people they're showing these ads to, right?
Right. So it's not nearly as nefarious
Sounds
as
evil,
the
but-
media. It sounds, just downright.
Isn't it terrible that we see
invasion
relevant
of privacy
information?
is what people are saying. It's
Yeah.
And this is, like you said, you can get so granular with the targeting. Like, I was going through and it said something like, if you're a Rush fan or Van Halen fan, I'd like to list your home. And it was an agent who, because I
tied those two things together, right?
And I'm like, it's brilliant. Why would that upset me?
Yeah.
It's got, and you know what? If I didn't already know a great realtor locally, then I would probably, hey, this guy, we would like the same music. It's building a bond.
Yeah,
And it's just smart.
I think the other thing is that in addition to, say, creating a campaign where we say we want to hit just homeowners 35 and older,
Right.
in a certain area, that we can actually upload list of people, names and email addresses of everyone that has filled out, say, our opt-in form. Like, they saw our advertisement, they went to our landing page to learn more about We Buy Houses. These are real estate investors,
Right.
like most of you guys, I'm sure are. And so they fill out that form, and we can now upload that data into Facebook. And Facebook, if you gave us an email address that matches your Facebook email address, they'll map that to you. But again, the interesting thing that you guys should realize is that we don't even know which people
No
they
idea.
found in Facebook.
No.
So if I upload 3,000 in, it may say we found 2,000 of those guys.
But you don't know which.
But we don't know which
2,000.
and we
Right.
can't, as an advertiser, you can't drill down and target an individual person
Right.
or know that an individual person got.
But you know,
your
look, back in
ad.
the old days, 30 plus years ago when I got in this sales and marketing game, back in the day it was surveys you would fill out, you would get in the mail, and if you ordered a magazine, if you
postcards,
got,
right? And you had,
right, like Muscle Media 2000 back in the day. I mean, they would send what other, hobbies are you interested in? What other topics are you interested in? You would literally fill out a card, right, and check
Yeah.
it off. And sometimes there would be an incentive for that data, but this has been going around forever.
Right.
This is nothing new
Yeah,
because advertisers purchase that
Exactly.
data.
And the other thing that I think, third point I'd make about Facebook is that Facebook does purchase a number of third-party data sources from credit agencies, mortgage companies, Visa, MasterCard.
Well, Visa knows more about you than Facebook.
I guarantee you Visa knows
Or
more about
American
you right now than
Express,
Facebook. They know you had that Starbucks
But-
coffee this morning.
They
right?
do. They do.
So Facebook does buy third-party databases, and they map those to our identities in Facebook. So I don't know if you want to. Is that evil, right? They just have taken other information known about you, and they've created a single identity in their system.
Well,
around
I
you, right?
think, look, if you think about it, if you're a user of Facebook, think about what you post on Facebook. You go out to eat, you're posting where you eat, you're posting what store you're at, you're posting where you're out driving around, you're snapping, like on Instagram, any of those things, you're making it known where you are all the time.
All
When
the
you're-
time.
And then you're
Right.
worried about someone else knowing that you were at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Facebook
Right.
knew I was at Starbucks. Wait a minute, you posted you at Starbucks 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, if you're going to make it known, if you're going to be in a public forum, it's to be expected, right?
Well,
I
it
mean,
is to be
it's to be
expected. And I think, as you and I were looking at this, we were thinking it was much ado about nothing. Right?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
okay. There was a breach that this Cambridge Analytica company did of data they acquired several years ago, but that is not what most people
No.
have access to in Facebook, and just us as advertisers, we'd say that Facebook is a very powerful platform. It allows us to target people, and that's really pretty cool. Sounds like
And
my
as long as
phone-
you're not using the data for, like I say, nefarious means, then, so what? I mean, I really don't care. It's the whole thing about you don't want people listening to your call. Well, if I'm not a terrorist who's assembling a bomb, I'm, Aunt Tizzy talking about her grandkid, so what?
Yeah.
If you don't have, you know what I mean?
Right,
it's
right,
it's
right.
like, I don't know. People just seem to freak out over things.
I
not
think
knowing a lot
sometimes
about it.
it's just that people didn't know that we've been targeting you. We as advertisers have been targeting you
Forever.
for 30 years, and through, like you said, it started with just what are your interests. You
Right.
might say on a postcard, and that gets associated with you.
Right.
What did you buy recently?
Sure.
And so this data matching, I think at the end of the day, Mike, I think it results in a better experience as a user because the things that you see are relevant to you.
Absolutely, and
You know?
I know that there have been several occasions where I'd looked at a product and a similar product came up, and guess what? I purchased it because I didn't even know about it. So I was glad that I was shown the
I'm
ad.
glad you brought.
Because-
I'll real quickly tell my mattress story. I thought about buying one of those bed in a box things, the Casper.
Yep.
I go to the Casper website and I just visit it. I leave. I don't buy. I'm immediately retargeted on Facebook that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next day, I was targeted by, I forgot what we counted, it's either 12 or 15 different mattress in a box
Yeah.
companies.
Yep.
And they were all in my stream. It was kind of overwhelming. right? So what did Facebook do? Facebook took the information that Casper said, hey, I want to retarget this guy. And Facebook, if there's anything evil, it might be this. Facebook said, oh, this might be valuable to the other 15 people who sell beds in a box.
Right.
And they sold that information that I was interested in that product to all the competitors of Casper. And at the end of the day, I bought the Cocoon by Sealy, which I discovered in an advertisement in Facebook. Went to their website. It was a better deal. They offered more options. And I chose that product. And how did it happen? It started with being retargeted.
Right,
off
and
the
you
Casper
probably
website.
would not have known about them had you not been retargeted. And you can look at the reviews. Like it, you know, it could have been. What's been a good product, right?
It's a good product. And the other thing that I found interesting is after I purchased the product on the Sealy website, the retargeting stopped. So there is a feedback loop of, you know, this guy's thinking about this product, this guy's thinking about this product, this guy bought that product.
Bought it.
And so it made no more sense to, now I think it wasn't like night and day shut off, but I think
Right, but
within the
over
next
time,
few
it
days,
dwindled,
the ads diminished. So,
That's a great example.
you know, it is an interesting example. So I thought the way we might end this is we're going to cut away and we're going to show you just the beginnings of setting up a campaign in Facebook so that you just guys, so you can see it, see what it looks like. So let's run and go do that real quick. Okay, so we're over here on the computer. We've created a post in Facebook and we want to boost that post now. So first we want to choose who we want to boost it to. So we'll click on edit right there next to people. You can see we can choose them by gender, by age range, and by location. We're going to keep the location at the United States. And down here, there are other demographic and behavioral factors that we can work with. Under demographics, we can choose home up there. And as you'll see, we can pick home ownership, which is important. And we don't want first-time home buyers, we don't want renters, we want the home owners. And so there, we've made that selection. And there are others that we can choose, like home type, single family. That's usually what we want in the real estate investing business. And there are other things like interests and behaviors. And obviously you can go deeper into this and map more of these things to your targets. And we're just going to keep it kind of simple here. We want to target those most likely to move. So under residential profiles, as you see there, look at that, likely to move. What a great set of people that we've chosen now for a real estate investing business. Notice Facebook just tells us there's 100 million in the set. We don't know who they are. It's not going to give us the names, addresses, or children's names of these people, just what we need to target them. And so we'll boost that post out for $50. We'll send it out to as many people as it can, and that's basically what you know and what you see when you create a Facebook boost. Just to summarize, we don't see the identities of the people that we're targeting. We don't get their personal information. We're not able to download a file of those people. So if you think about what happened with the Cambridge Analytica situation, it is not the normal way that advertisers deal with Facebook and that advertisers target. So if you're worried about them giving your information out to just any advertiser, it's simply not the way that Facebook works. So let's go back to our talk in the other room now. Okay, we're back now, and you saw how you set up a campaign. Not that mysterious, so it's not rocket science.
It's not.
You know, you're just picking ages and interests. And
It's
such.
not, but it's very effective. It's
Age,
not rocket
interest,
science, but it's
location.
effective because
You know, and so is
that's all
Facebook
that
evil,
matters.
Mike?
I don't think Facebook is evil because you know what? We were doing our version of Facebook 30 in the 80s.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you know,
we've
to get
always
customer
we've
data,
always
I mean, it
wanted
was-
better data to
Yeah.
get to. You know, I think the other thing that you and I are going to mention before we wrap this one was that, you know, as advertisers, it's very important to narrow down
It
to a
is.
certain set of prospects, because if you just throw your message out to anybody, you're wasting 99% of your advertising. And if you can find a pool of people that better fit your criteria,
Absolutely.
then you may only be wasting 60% of your advertising. You know, we know that a lot of ad dollars are wasted.
They're wasted because
And
people just use that
the
shotgun
way
approach.
you get better ROI on your ad dollars is through targeting. The way you target is through data filtering, and that's
Absolutely.
what Facebook does. And yeah, we don't think
And
that
so
either.
take advantage of it.
I'm not
right?
sure about
It's
that.
like-
Put that red-haired guy back up. I'm not too sure about that guy.
I don't know this
Okay,
guy.
enough of that.
Yeah.
You know, he might be out.
He could be.
He
I don't
sounds like
know.
a good guy. He's like the Edward Snowden of Facebook.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
Good for him.
yeah, good for him. Good job.
Hey, that's it today. We just wanted to chime in on that topic. We hope the video is helpful in giving you a little look at how we set up a campaign.
So utilize that data. Stop shotgunning everybody. Use a rifle
There you
approach.
go.
I shouldn't. In this environment, I shouldn't have said that. I take it back. Just use the data.
No guns.
You
were
can't.
involved
Don't say
in the
target.
making
Don't
of
say
the
we've
movie.
used target and shotguns. Anyway, all right.
I call
Are
it
we
carpet-
done?
carpet
Are we done?
bombing
Carpet
and
bomb.
laser
Okay, we can
guns.
use
This
carpet
is-
bombing.
which
I like
still
that
is
better.
pretty-
I like that better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Pretty
Anyway,
warlike.
we're out of here.
All right. Take
See
care,
ya.
you guys.
Peace.
Boom.